random vertical live stream at Stationery Shenanigans. So if you are watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing or follow me on Instagram at stationery.shenanigans. I have had a whirlwind of a couple weeks here. I did gather some stationery, but I've done like no journaling. I've barely done planning. It's just a lot going on. And basically, the semester starts next Monday, which means this week I'm in workshops for my teaching jobs all week. So it's just been busy. And that's why I couldn't really plan this. But tonight I decided, okay, I just found these really cool stationery items at Walgreens, which is like a drugstore or convenience store here in the US. And I figured I would just record myself testing out these pens because I've never seen them before. And maybe if you have a Walgreens near you, you can try them out or you can just listen to me yap. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to pull up my live on YouTube so I can see your comments. Okay, let me put mute on here. So if you are joining me, go ahead and pop in the chat what you did this weekend. I'd love to hear from you. But other than that, I'm just gonna go for it. And yeah, okay. My light is being really weird. Okay, anyway. So first things first, let's try a fountain pen. This is a Zebra fountain pen. It's the V301. Now I've tried some of the Zebra ballpoint pens that have this body, but I don't think I've ever seen this one, so I was kind of intrigued. It says it's a stainless steel barrel, insert refill until you hear the click, give a few shakes to start the ink flow, black ink, and I think you can buy the V301, which isn't that made by Pilot or maybe not, refills for this, or maybe Standard International. I'm not sure, but let's just give it a whirl. I believe this was around $6 US, maybe seven, which I feel like is still a really nice price for any fountain pen. And it's got like a nice sleek metal body to it. And it came with two of the black cartridges. So I'm not going to clean it. Oh, okay. This is really funny. It is a hooded nib, and I love that. And I'm about to have a new video happen soon where I talk about a hooded nib fountain pen. So funny. I didn't even know that when I bought this. So we're going to open it up here and it just says to put it in until you hear the click. And comment below, comment on the video if you've ever like used a fountain pen. Maybe you're new to this, but we're just sticking in the ink cartridge into the bottom. Oh God, I'm always nervous about this part. Okay, I'm not hearing a click. A click is not happening. Do I need to be a little bit more forceful? Ooh, that was a click. Okay, so first lesson learned, you have to be really strong with this fountain pen and it's not for the weak hands. And that was a little bit frightening to me. So I'm going to put the body of the pen back on if it'll let me. Oh, will it not screw back on? Interesting. Look at that, y'all. It's almost like the plastic is warped. Wow, this might be a fail. We don't love that here, but it's part of life. So I literally cannot get the body of the pen back on. So it's got metal ridges there. Maybe you have to start screwing. Okay, no, yeah, okay. So you have to start screwing it instead of pushing it down and then screwing it. You have to screw it from before the ridges are, which is kind of weird. Okay, this is not fun, but we did it. And then here it is with the cap back on. So it does have that nice grip section. This is an attractive pen. If you want to try fountain pens, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is probably a really good place to start. All right, so I'm going to take my Laconic notepad here. I have some things I wrote down from when I went to a pen meetup. I got to try a Pilot Vanishing Point, which was amazing, and a vintage one. I really like the Sailor Pilot um, Irazuki, I forget which one, Asagao. I got to try a Lamy 2000, which was amazing, and a Pelican M200, and a Leonardo Memento Zero. And yeah, it was cool. So let's test out this zebra one. I'm just gonna, oh my gosh. Sorry. Sometimes I write zebra in Russian. Okay. This is so smooth. I'm like shocked. This is so smooth. Hello, Coolie Bob, and welcome. Hello, Bear Vibes. How you doing? We're just practicing writing with a fountain pen and this black ink, and it's very smooth, and I'm having a fun time. Please like this video, this live stream. Okay, this is so smooth, it's like not even fun. Like I'm a little bit shook. I couldn't believe how smooth this writes. Like I'm barely pressing down. I love the hooded nim. Okay, now it's skipping a little bit. Look at that. Holy moly. Now, the only thing I have to figure out is, so this seems like it's a great pen to carry around, but these cartridges I don't think are going to be international standard, are they? I don't have any cartridges out in front of me, so we're going to have to skip testing anything out. But I'd have to probably buy the V301s, which I don't want to have to do for a $7 pen. But I purchased this again at my local Walgreens, which is just a regular old drugstore here in the US that you probably have everywhere. Thank you, Bear Vibes, for your compliment. I really appreciate that. It's funny because whenever I write on camera, I'm super self conscious and I make a lot of mistakes, which I normally wouldn't make if I wasn't on camera. Hey, Cheryl, how's your weekend going? Hopefully, you're able to do something fun. I just decided to quickly hop on because I made some interesting purchases at Walgreens, which you probably have a Walgreens where you live or a CVS. I've never seen this stationery before. And I walked down the aisle and I was like, yep, gonna have to try it. So, and it's so smooth. I can't believe this. So try things out. You never know. But look at that. This is so, it has a hooded nib. Like, what's going on here? This is so cool. So that is the Zebra V301. You might have seen a ballpoint pen that's like this. But let's go on to the next one I want to show you. And the reason why I bought this is because it's so heavy and I love me a nice heavy pen. Yeah, can you believe this? This is a nice size too. I think it was $7. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the, I've never seen this before. This is the Zebra G750. I I think it has to be new because it has like a QR code on it. And plus I've never seen it before. It's a gel retractable pen. It's a premium brass barrel. It has rapid dry ink technology and has interchangeable ink and bands. Like, has anyone else seen this? Okay, so they do talk about their line of steel products, so I might have to look into that. This was a little bit more expensive. I believe this was $10, maybe 11, which I still think is a good deal. This pen is so heavy. I'm really intrigued by this band and how you can switch. So I guess you can note on your pen, you replace the band so you know if it's blue or black ink inside, which is really interesting. So let's just open it up. Okay, funny enough, the top of the clicker part of the pen is red. That's an interesting choice. It is really heavy, which I love heavy pens. So for me, this is a plus. Some people might not be happy. Okay, so we got it out of the packaging. It comes with these refills. So there's one, I don't know if these are, I think these are two blue. And then here's the little band that you put on the body. So I don't know how that works. We're gonna have to take a look and see. It's very slick. So the reason why I got this, it reminds me of this Turkish mechanical pencil I got at Omoe in Philly by Scrix. It is made in Turkey, and this one is a .7 mechanical pencil. It like almost, it's really close to this pen. When I saw it, I was like, that's interesting. So it must be kind of a certain line of pens here. So I'm just gonna see if we can just start writing with this. And I think this is the black one that I came with out of the barrel. So let's just, this is so heavy. I'm in love with heavy pens. Okay, this writes really smooth. It actually writes kind of just like the fountain pen that we tried. And you can see kind of the shape of the tip is interesting too. Now this is a textured metal. The whole body of it is metal, including the clip. So if you're not a metal person, this might not be for you. I can't believe how smooth this is. Okay. Hey Amber, hi. I hope you had a good weekend. How's it going? I'm just popping on to share some pens I found at Walgreens, which you probably have a Walgreens where you live, and I just was surprised that they had these really cool zebra pens. So I guess you unscrew this part of the pen, and then so it came with a black ink, and when you want to change it to blue ink, you take off this little band it comes with. You insert the blue cartridge it came with, a blue refill, then you take the blue gel band and like place it back on there, and then put the body back on. Also, I'm sorry if you can't hear me well because I have my air conditioner on. It's just humid. Okay, so now we change this to be a blue gel pen. Well, this is darker than I thought, but so smooth. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, Amber, I can't use anywhere I go, I can't use a pen that's like supplied to me. Where was I the other day? I think it was somewhere I had to fill out a form and like I brought my I had to go to HR for my new part-time job and I had to sign my like citizenship paperwork and like she handed me like a really crappy pen. I just was like, I brought my own and I like whipped out whatever pen I had and I signed my paper with my own pen because I can't just use any old pen. So anyway, this is the what do we call it? G750, and this is really cool. It's so heavy. This might be a good thing that I carry around. So this is kind of like an everyday carry pen. I still find it odd that the top, oh, I see now. Okay, it's the logo in Chinese, or I guess maybe this is kanji, it's Japanese. Um, it's the logo embedded in like a jewel look thing on the top of the pen. So that's interesting. So zebra. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. Now, the only thing is once you take off this black band and you're not using it, chances of you losing this little tiny thing are very high. So I don't know how long she'll make it around here. But these are the two pens. Two pens. We like trying things out. Why not? This one was kind of hard to reassemble. But yeah. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. I'm keeping this quick because it is 9:30 here and I kind of have to go off to bed. But if you watch the replay, I really appreciate it. Um, I am so behind on content and sharing stuff with y'all, but at this point, we're just enjoying our lives. I have a fountain pen that I bought that I'm gonna try to make a video for. I did buy a new planner last night at Target, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. I'm keeping the receipt because I might return it, but I had like an impulse purchase for a planner. I don't know if you all feel that way. It's also because I was going to the movies and I was meeting people, and like I was in the Target next to the movie theater, and I was getting really close to the movie start time, and I kind of just panicked, and I was like, I've never seen this planner before, and I think I would like it, but I can't. Not buy it, so I'm just gonna buy it and I can just get a receipt and worry about it later. So I'll share that in the coming days. Yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do a Hobonichi for 2026. I don't know if you saw the email about how, like, everything's gonna be more expensive and they're stopping certain options and they're no longer selling just covers. And then I heard all the drama with like people shipping issues last year. And it just turns me off that the companies are just like charging more and more, but they're providing less and less. So I might not buy a Hobonichi out of like principle. If I do buy a Hobonichi, it would be in store. So if I go to a Kinokuniya in Atlanta, for example, in the next few months, and they have a Hobonichi, I might buy like a Hone or a Weeks planner, but I don't think I'm gonna buy from the Hobonichi store online in Japan anymore just because I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I feel turned off by all that stuff and it's just not for me. So, but we'll see. We say one thing and then the same. Yeah, isn't it like a weird thing right now? Now, I actually unfollowed Hobonichi Global on Instagram because I just don't enjoy seeing their content. Um, I feel like they've shifted away some of their designs in the past few years, and it's just less and less things that I'm interested in. Or it could be the other way around. It could be my interests have changed. I'm not into the same stuff I was into before. That's also an option. So, all right. Well, y'all have a good night. Please be safe wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Take